basically redo a video for you guys now that we have offset. If you're on mobile and you don't have offset, you'll still do it the old way. But with the new way, making knockouts is a little bit easier. So what we're going to start with is I'm going to start with some text. And let's just use mom because that's what I used on the other. And we're going to do that on the impact font. You can pick whatever font you want for this, whatever you feel comfortable with. But I've got my mom here, and I'm going to stretch that out, make it the size that you want. And so I'll just go ahead and do 11.5 since that's max. And then, of course, it's a kerned font, but I like mine to be a little bit tighter. This is totally up to you. So I am going to bring it down. I may have to take it out a little bit more, but we'll see. So I've got that, and I want to get another text box, and I want to type, let's see, I think I want to do this in lowercase. And I've done my line in the center, and I've got my two names, and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to change this to the I Love Glitter font because that's the one that everybody likes. And let's search. Let's see. And you may run into this too. If you search and it doesn't come up, make sure that you're typing it correctly. And I didn't put a space in. So make sure that you're doing that. And if it's not showing up, you may need to uncheck the kerned fonts to get it to show up. So now that's a star in the center, and you can do the other one has a heart. I have two. This Glittermas. That's why that was the Christmas. There we go. The Christmas one, I Love Glittermas, has the star in there, so that would be cute for Christmas. So I'm just going to kind of stretch that out, and I know that that's bigger than what we can cut, but right now I am trying to space it out. And when you've got 5 letters on one name and 4 on the other, sometimes it can get a little bit wonky. So you can just look and play around with it and get it like you want it. And if you want the tails on the end of it, let me see, that's not it. It is the brackets. So I'm going to go over here and get my brackets. Put one at the front. And so now I have that. And let's take that down to a 12-inch size at least so I can play with it here. And I really like that, but it's just not quite big enough. Maybe my mom is too big. So I'm just looking and getting what I want, getting it situated. And I'm going to make that 1.5 because that's going to be max. And I'm just going to bring this down. And I think I'm even going to unlock it and skew it a little bit and shorten that mom up a little bit there. So now let's take that and let's see what happens. I'm going to change this to red so you can see it. And that looks pretty good. It's all kerned and put in for me. I'm going to line this center. And you can see that my heart is not going to line up center because this has 4 letters and this one has 5. So I need to adjust for that. And I'm just going to bring that heart in just slightly. And that looks better, even though this tail may be a little bit longer. You have to make a sacrifice at some point in it. So I'm going to line both of these vertically. All right, and so now to do the knockout, instead of having to do it in another program and bring it in or trying to duplicate several and weld them together and it's still being not quite right, all we have to do now is do our offset. And that's a little big. I do want it rounded, I do want it welded, but I want to take this size down. And I'm going to say 0.15 might be good there. That looks pretty good to me. Oops, didn't hit apply. So I'm going to take that down to 0.15, and I may not like that. 0.15, not 215. That's still a little large for my taste. I'm going to go down to 0.10. Let's click it. That's looking a little bit better. I like that just a little bit better. So I'm going to apply that. And now I have my offset. I'm just going to move my name out of the way, nothing else. And I'm going to take this piece, and you can see there's a little hole here and one here. Let me make this a color so you can see it. But you can see the holes in this, and I don't really want those. So I am going to click my contour. I'm going to select it, click contour, and I'm going to hide all contours because I just want that to be a solid piece. And I haven't moved anything. It should be aligned center, but we're just going to check it vertically because I have double names. That's where I want it. And I'm going to select both. Remember, you can only have 2 layers. If you have more than 2 layers, slice will not highlight. If you have anything grouped or attached, it will not highlight. And slice. And now we can throw out the trash, which is the blue that I sliced from, which was Mom, and the black that I offset that I used. That's all trash. Can take it out. And now I can slide my name right up in there, and it's going to fit in there perfectly. So that's a way to use your offsets to do a knockout. And I'm going to, in this video, give a thumbs up, a like, and I'm going to do one, and we're going to talk about using the offset for an inset. I'll be back with you shortly.